Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We'll have a call to order. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Mr. Kropp?
Here.
Mr. Axiotis?
Here.
Mr. Burke? Mr. Rufner?
Here.
Ms. Stemper?
Here.
Mayor,
Yes,
I'd like to
Mr.
make a
Rubin.
motion to excuse Mr. Burke from tonight's meeting. Initially, he had messaged interim city manager that he was running late, but uncertain if he'll make it, so.
Second.
Mr. Rufner? Ms. Stemper? Mr. Kropp?
I'll abstain.
Mr. Axiotis?
Yes.
Mr. Rufner?
Yes.
Ms. Stemper?
Yes.
Pass 3-0.
All right, do we have any special presentations by
Changes.
staff members?
Changes first.
What's that?
Changes first. Changes to tonight's agenda.
Oh, I thought we did that already. Okay. Is there any changes to tonight's agenda?
Mayor. I would like to move the executive session to Section 5 for the purpose of to discuss employment and compensation of employees and to discuss pending litigation, imminent litigation, and future litigation with the Assistant Law Director with action to be taken after.
I'll second.
Ms. Stemper and Mr. Kropp? Discussion? Mr. Axiotis?
Yes.
Mr. Rufner?
Yes.
Ms. Stemper?
Yes.
Mr. Kropp?
Yes.
Pass 4-0.
All right, do we have any special presentations by staff members or invited consultants
We're gonna-
tonight?
We're going to move that down after we enter executive session. Sorry. I'd like to make a motion to enter an executive session, pursuant Section 121.22G1 and 121.22G3, for the purpose to discuss employment and compensation of employees and to discuss pending litigation, imminent litigation, future litigation with the Assistant Law Director with action to be taken after by council.
I'll second.
Ms. Stemper, Mr. Kropp? Mr. Rufner?
Yes.
Ms. Stemper?
Yes.
Mr. Axiotis?
Yes.
Mr. Kropp?
Yes.
Pass 4-0. And 6:03. PM.
There we go.
We'll start with
After we motion out of executive and special presentation. I'd like to make a motion to exit executive session and return to council meeting.
Second.
Ms. Stempert, Mr. Crop. Mr. Axiotis,
Yes.
Mr. Rufner,
Yes.
Mr. Crop,
Yes.
Ms. Stempert.
Yes.
Pass 4-0, 6:50 PM.
Are mics on?
They're on for the broadcast, but I don't think they're on in here. I
Okay.
don't think we're getting audio coming out into the room. I think we're getting audio going out to the broadcast.
Nothing's happening, we're good?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
We checked our speakers are on, so there's no audio, for whatever reason, there's no audio coming out into the room.
good.
So
We're good? Okay. Got a thumbs up?
All right, we'll move on to special presentations by staff members or invited consultants. All right. Next, we have public comments. These are limited to agenda items only.
Julie Lemon, 609 Ridge Road. Boy, do I have some comments. What are you guys thinking when it comes to a lot of this? I need to know. We have an emergency ordinance for $110,000 for a law director. We've never paid that much, ever, in the history of Newton Falls. And we've never paid $114,000 for a city clerk as a full-time clerk. Please justify. I need to hear the justification of why my councilman, Mr. Crop, Mr. Mayor, and why the Vice President Council, Ms. Stempert, sponsored this legislation for a part-time position of $114,000. Y'all got some big, you guys got a big pair. That's all I'm gonna say. Because this man served our community for 4 years and made under 50 grand. You guys cannot do what you're doing. If you're taking his legal advice, please find another attorney. This is ridiculous. Why are you shaking a piggy bank? It's a proverbial piggy bank. Where are you getting the money from? For months, for years, we've been told we're broke, and now all of a sudden we can afford all of this. I call banana oil. I'd say another thing, but I'll use tact. Why are you guys doing this? Why? Because a lot of the public isn't here, that most of the people here are from the township? If I say anything, you guys call me a lunatic when I'm right. You gotta be ashamed of yourself. Your entire ward's ashamed of you, sir. Do you know how many people just in the building that I live in are ready to recall you the second that they can? This is ridiculous. It's beyond ridiculous. Why are you guys doing this? I want some answers tonight, and they better be viable answers.
Anyone else? I will move on to reports. I want to report we're having some issues with the audio. There'll be a slight buzzing. Council is working on getting the audio fixed for our monthly meetings up here. So we have a little bit of legwork, and we'll have this thing up and going. Council, Mr. Axiotis, do you have anything, sir?
Sure. Over the last week or so, I attended the car show, which was very nice. Wonderful little event put together. I want to thank those that are involved. I also attended the farmers market on Tuesday. And that was just fantastic. It is a wonderful idea to put it downtown because it's kind of hard to miss as you drive by, and you can just pull off and go get yourself some goods. There was a lot of delicious baked goods there. I'll say probably a little more than I need, but it was fantastic. And then, of course, I did go down to the carnival as well, and it looks like they've done a pretty good job over there. A lot of vendors, a lot of rides for the kids, a lot of games. So if you get a chance, come on out. and enjoy the festivities for America 250. So that's all I got. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Axiotis. Mr. Crop?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Real quick, similarly to Mr. Axiotis, over the last week or so, spent some time, went down to the bike show, went down to the car show, spent a lot of time downtown. Also attended the farmers market, which has gone really, really well. It's been very well received, very well put together, I think. And I'm excited about how that's moving forward. I got to spend some time and have some conversations with our new city manager and kind of just assess where we are at the village and kind of welcome to the community a little bit and just kind of see what our community has to offer and see what our community is all about. And I'm excited. I've said this before, and I'll just say it again. I'm very excited about the direction the village is going in right now. I'm very pleased about that. And also spent some time last week as well. Went down to the community center. Ms. Lemon organized a group of individuals to go down and help out and do some volunteer work down at the community center, try to beautify it. Since it's going to be kind of the center of attention for the 4th festivities, everyone will be downtown for the all the vendors and stuff down there and where the fireworks will be. So it needed a lot of TLC. That building is in disrepair, so did a little bit of beautification. I brought my weed whip down, did some work down there, and thank you to Ms. Lemon for organizing that and getting that together. And the building does look a lot better than it did. So that's a step in the right direction. So that's all I have, Mr. Mayor. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Crop. Ms. Julie, do you have anything for us?
Same thing. I kind of strolled through or past the carnival. It's always nice to see that come every year. I went to the second week of the farmers market, and even though it was super, super hot, lots of people out and lots of great vendors and things there. And then I plan to meet later in the week with our new city manager and just have some conversations and visit some of our departments as well. So I'm looking forward to Monday's start date for that. That's all I have.
Thank you, Ms. Julie. Mr. Roof, do you have anything for sir?
Actually, Mayor, no, likewise, I've attended most of the same events, so no sense rebeating that horse.
Thank you, sir. Madam City Manager, you have anything for us tonight?
Just briefly, that we got a notice from the Trumbull County Treasurer's Office that they extended the deadline for property tax payments. It's normally August 7th. They extended it to August 31st. And that our electric department has been doing some peak shaving because of the heat from 4 to 7. I know they did it yesterday and today. They contacted some of our larger electric users, like I must say like bar processing, those places, and they've agreed to try to shut things down or not use as much during those time periods to help us out.
Thank you, Ms. Kathy. Mr. Van Brockland, do you have anything for us, sir?
Yeah, the only thing I have tonight is Magistrate Aliar's, magistrate for Judge O'Brien, recommended the dismissal of Lemon versus Newton Falls et al. Tonight, or today. And that's all I have.
Thank you, sir. Yes, please.
Just a quick statement to the city manager. As usual, the weekly city manager report is very well received and it's appreciated. Thank you for putting that together and being consistent with that every week. It's a joy to read through and see what's taking place and what's happening, what's being addressed, and
keep you up to date on everything.
And I appreciate that. And it's been a consistent list of things that are being addressed that have either been neglected or ignored or not paid attention to. So we appreciate that, and I appreciate that. Thank you.
All right, we'll move on to item 8, approval of previous minutes. This is from the regular meeting minutes from June 17, 2026.
So
Mayor, if I may?
Please.
I'd like to make a motion to amend the minutes in both the reports section and then also the closing comments. Just Brian and I's, our comments are swapped. Ward 1 and Ward 2 are swapped. It happens. We're both named Brian. So
if you would change your seats to where you belong, it would not happen.
I would, but he wants to fight me over it. So that's all I have, Mr. Mayor. Thank you.
We have a motion to amend the minutes.
I'll second.
Mr. Crop
Yes.
and Mr. Rufner.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were roll call.
Oh, sorry. Mr. Axiotis?
Yes.
Mr. Rufner?
Yes.
Ms. Stempert?
Yes.
And Mr. Crop?
Yes.
Pass 4-0. We now need a motion to amend, to pass those minutes, approve those minutes as amended.
I'll make the motion.
Mr. Rufner?
Second it.
Brian, it was Brian and Kevin.
I
Yeah, they got it.
made the motion
Oh, you
to
made the
pass as
motion?
amended,
Passes amended.
and then he,
Mr.
I think he
Axiotis and Mr.
seconded it.
Rufner. Ms. Stemper?
Yes.
Mr. Rufner?
Yes.
Mr. Axiotis?
Yes.
Mr. Crop?
Yes.
Passed 4-0.
Next comes public hearings. This is ordinance 2026-28. This is an ordinance amending section 985-03 and repealing section 985-04 of the codified ordinances of the Village of Newton Falls, Ohio. We're on to unfinished business. This is ordinance 2026-28. This is an ordinance amending section 985-03 and repealing section 985-04 of the codified ordinances of the Village of Newton Falls, Ohio.
So moved.
I'll second.
Mr. Crop, Ms. Stemper? Mr. Rufner?
Yes.
Ms. Stemper?
Yes.
Mr. Axiotis?
Yes.
Mr. Crop?
Yes.
Passed 4-0.
All right, here comes new business. Resolution 16-2026. It's a resolution authorizing the city manager to purchase a new vehicle.
I'll make the motion.
Second.
Axiotis, Crop? Discussion. Ms. Stemper?
Yes.
Mr. Rufner?
Yes.
Mr. Axiotis?
Yes.
Mr. Crop?
Yes.
Passed 4-0.
Now comes Resolution 17-2026. It's a resolution of the Village of Newton Falls adopting the Trumbull County Multi-Jurisdictional Hazard Mitigation Plan.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
Rufner, Stemper?
Please, Mr. Axiotis.
You know, I think we got the draft, was it Monday? Well, over the weekend, we got the final Monday. And I don't know, I mean, I'm assuming you guys read it. I'm going to be honest, I didn't. I got about 100 pages, and this is 400 pages long.
373.
It's a lot.
Close enough.
Nerd.
I have not read all of that. I just had no time to read all that. So I don't feel comfortable voting on this right now, personally. I don't know if there's some timeline. I mean, I'm 100 pages in. I get what's going on there, but man, that's a lot to trudge through in a couple days. I don't know. I mean,
Mayor.
Please.
The context of this document is basically, it's a risk management program that's put out there by the Trumbull County engineers. They solicited all the local communities within Trumbull County, both cities, villages, townships, municipalities, both incorporated and unincorporated. What they've done is they had a couple meetings back in 2025. This has been almost a 2-year excursion on this. What they did is they had meetings to discuss what is each community's concern. How do we rack and stack, or how do we rank our concerns locally? And they incorporate that into their mitigation plan. Basically what it does is it, through the mailings, through the meetings, and through the surveys, collected all the data, put it together, and basically it's I don't want to call it a roadmap, so to say, but very similar to like a comprehensive plan. This is where we're at. This is where we'd like to be. As part of this, one of the benefits of doing this is we are subject, or have available to us, additional monies and grants that people who are not part of this will not get. So, for example, if you go through the whole document, all 373 pages, you'll see that they ranked, Newton Falls went through 1 through 10 and ranked its concerns. Number 1 concern in Newton Falls was flooding. Number 2 was storms. Number 3 was dam failure. Number 4 was utility failures, so on and so forth. And these are not only just man-made or, I guess you could say, natural disaster or natural event, but also incorporate things such as terrorism and domestic terrorism and whatnot. I did go through it. 90% of this does not pertain to Newton Falls. There's only about maybe 30 pages that do, where it actually lists out our demographics, ages, so on and so forth, the whole gamut. Each community is broken down individually. That's why it's 373 pages. But I did look at it, and again, there's nothing holding us to it. This is just a guide of things that were identified, things that have been proposed, that the county can actually assist us both with engineering and with potential funding of grants, whatnot, providing us assistance if we have a project that incorporates flooding mitigation, which was, our number 1 item. It gives us that added benefit or extra boost behind it. If you feel it necessary to table it till the next meeting, it's for you to make the call.
I'd just like to ask maybe the city manager, is there any harm in tabling it to the next meeting? There's no required, no ticking date
It's a
line.
resolution, so it'll be done as soon as we're done. So no, there's
Mr. Mayor, if I may?
Please.
Just a question for Gary. Is there, this doesn't, another 2 weeks if we postpone this for the next meeting?
No.
A chance to kind of read through it? There's not going to open us up to anything? There's not anything?
No, I haven't even had time to read it.
Okay.
Look at it.
And to Kevin's
But there's no
it's a good breakdown, but I
there's no
myself.
time delay on that. I mean, if you want to know what you're voting on,
Absolutely.
read it thoroughly.
Okay,
That's
Mr. Mayor, if I may?
Please.
I'd like to move to postpone this resolution till the next meeting in July, which I believe is that the 15th,
yes.
for July 15th.
A motion to postpone the resolution until the next regular meeting to be held on July 15th, made by Mr. Crop.
I'll second.
Second by Axiotis. Mr. Crop?
Yes.
Mr. Axiotis?
Yes.
Mr. Rufner?
Yes.
And Ms. Stimpert?
Yes.
Pass 4-0.
I now on to Resolution 18-2026. It's a resolution authorizing the city manager to enter into an executive contract with Master Security, Inc. for security at the municipal building located at 612 West Broad Street.
So moved.
Second.
Stimpert? Crop?
Please, Mr. Axiotis.
I looked through this and it looks like we're just going to have a security guard here for 40 hours a week. And where I work, we have security quite often. What role are they going to serve? I mean, they're not going to be weapon carrying. So
No, but there'll be uniformed security people. And this week alone with shutoffs, we've had several people come in and get very loud and obnoxious to the girls in the utility building.
Let me say this. There are at least 2 people that I'm going to file charges against for their behavior. Okay.
I mean, I just didn't know what they can actually do.
Well,
since they're just a uniform.
we have a part-time police department, and we don't have enough people to handle what's required. And so, at least until we can work on that, I think this
Bill's a gap.
contract is a stopgap kind of thing.
All right.
Mr. Rufner?
Yes.
Ms. Stimpert?
Yes.
Mr. Axiotis?
Yes.
Mr. Crop?
Yes.
Pass 4-0.
Is there music? Does somebody have music playing?
No, I don't hear it.
I hear something.
I hear it, but I don't know what it is.
All right, now on to Resolution 19-2026. It's a resolution of appreciation to Mr. Michael Acomb for his years of service to the Village of Newton Falls.
So moved.
I'll second.
Crop, Stempert.
Discussion?
Please, Mr. Rupert.
Yeah, I just wanted to go ahead and say, my appreciation to Mike. He was up here when I was first brought back in and definitely felt the pain that a couple of us were going through at the time. You've always been cooperative. You've always been helpful. You've done everything you could for us at the time. I greatly appreciate that support and assistance. So, again, thank you. Much appreciated.
Thank you.
Yeah, Mr. Acomb, I'm going to miss the rhythm and the interaction between the two of us because we've had a good rapport and things have always went smoothly. So, thank you.
Appreciate that. Thank you.
May I?
Please.
I'll just, not to copy everything they're saying, but the same thing. Mike and I have been here the longest together, and you've always been professional and helpful in any way that you can, and we appreciate it. And you will be missed, but we need to move to in-house. We appreciate you and everything you've done for us.
Thank you.
Mr. Mayor.
Please, Mr. Croft.
Just same thing. You got flowers at the last meeting as well. We'll give them to you again here.
Yeah.
Thank you. We really appreciate it. I've enjoyed the conversations as well, and I'm very excited for you in your future endeavors. I just want to say that. Best of luck, and again, congratulations and everything for that, and wish you the best.
Much appreciated.
Of course.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you.
And I'm just going to say ditto, all these other words back to you, same thing. Thanks, Mike.
Thank you. It's been my pleasure to serve this community and council. I very much appreciated the opportunity. Thank you.
Thanks, Mike.
Okay, we should probably vote. Mr. Crop?
Yes. Resounding yes.
Ixiotis?
Yes.
Mr. Rufner?
Yes.
And Ms. Stemper?
Yes.
Pass 4-0.
All right, Resolution 20-2026. It's a resolution adopting the tax budget of the Village of Newton Falls for the fiscal year beginning January 1st, 2027, and submitting the same to the county auditor.
So moved.
I'll second.
Rufner, Ixiotis? Ms. Stemper?
Yes.
Mr. Rufner?
Yes.
Mr. Ixiotis?
Yes.
Mr. Crop?
Yes.
Pass 4-0.
On to ordinance 2026-30. It's an ordinance authorizing certain amendments to the appropriations for the fiscal year ending December 31st, 2026, and authorizing the finance director to amend and file a certificate of resources with our county auditor.
I'll make the motion.
Second.
Ixiotis, Crop?
Can I just say, it looks like a large reappropriation, but a lot of that is the money that we got from the amputee contract.
Mr. Ixiotis?
Yes.
Mr. Rufner?
Yes.
Mr. Crop?
Yes.
Ms. Stemper?
Yes.
Pass 4-0.
On to ordinance 2026-31. It's an emergency ordinance authorizing the mayor of the Village of Newton Falls to enter into a contract with attorney Gary L. Van Brockman.
So moved.
I'll second.
Crop, Ixiotis?
Mayor,
Please.
may I make a motion in paragraph 2 of the agreement to change it from July 22nd, 2026 to July 6th of 2026?
I'll second that.
I'm sorry, it was a motion to amend start date.
Yep, to July 6th.
So that was Ms. Stempert and Mr. Crop?
No,
Ixiotis.
Or Ixiotis, my apologies. Motion to amend, Mr. Crop?
Yes.
Mr. Ixiotis?
Yes.
Mr. Rufner?
Yes.
Ms. Stemper?
Yes.
Pass 4-0.
I'll make a motion to pass
Already on there.
this as amended then?
Already on there.
Is it? I mean, okay. I wasn't sure if we had
First thing.
a
Already made
reimbursement.
that motion to adopt it.
Guess we're
Yes.
ready for discuss then?
But wait,
Okay, go ahead. Not really, but okay.
Look and see what Mike said.
That's what they're used to.
Okay, go ahead.
Is that a motion to pass?
Well,
as
Motion
amended?
to approve is amended.
Yeah, I mean, but she's saying we don't have to, so I don't know. I mean,
Maybe we should.
I always think. we
Just to
typically-
straighten it out, go ahead and make a motion to approve the amended exhibit
Yep.
attached to the ordinance 26-31.
Yeah, what he said.
I'll second that.
Axiotis, Crop. Mr. Crop?
With discussion.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, we're at discussion phase.
Please.
So, I know there's some questions about what we're paying a law director, what we're not paying, what we should be paying. And I can say this about Gary, you know, we've been working with you as the assistant law director for quite a few weeks now. I can't speak to who we had as law director previously. I didn't work with them. But what I can say is I've worked with Jeff and I've worked with you now since I've been on council. And you really feel like you've got your finger on the pulse of a lot of things that are going on here. And you're very engaged and you're solving a lot of problems that have been around for a while. I'm a firm believer in paying somebody what they're worth. Not trying to get somebody for the cheapest amount possible, because I've learned, at least being in business and what I do, is when I pay somebody the lowest amount possible, I usually get the lowest amount of output. In this situation, I feel you're worth what we're offering. That's how I feel. Others may not agree, but I have no issue with it. So, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Axiotis.
Mr. Mayor, if I may, yeah, I'm just going to kind of piggyback as well to the questions raised. You get what you pay for when it comes to just about any type of quality service, and the importance of the law department having a competent, capable law director who's available and who seems to care. That's really important. And to Brian's point, addressing issues and checking boxes, answering phone calls, responding to questions, and just being exactly what the village needs as far as a representative in the legal department. And I have no problem with this whatsoever, and I would do it over again. We need this. Gary's been a wonderful addition.
Thank you, sir.
That's all I have, Mayor. Thank you.
Ms. Julie?
I'm not going to repeat what they said. We're good?
Mr. Crop?
Yes.
Mr. Axiotis?
Yes.
Mr. Rufner?
Yes.
Ms. Stempert?
Yes.
Pass 4-0. This requires a second reading.
All right. This is ordinance 2026-31, which is an emergency ordinance authorizing the mayor of the village of Newton Falls to enter into a contract with Attorney Gary L. Van Brocklin.
I'll make the motion.
Second.
Axiotis, Crop? Rufner?
Yes.
Stempert?
Yes.
Axiotis?
Yes.
Crop?
Yes.
Pass 4-0.
Mayor, may I?
Please.
With the passing of that legislation, I would like to know, I would like to add a motion to have city manager notify Jeff Limbian that his, oh my gosh, I'm going to screw this up, that his services will no longer be required to attend any court hearings on or after July 26th. But
July 6th.
July 6th.
July 6th, what did I say?
26?
It's close.
No, July 6, well, he kept saying June. July 6, 2026, but his pay will be continue until the termination of his employment.
I'll second that.
Stempert?
Yes.
Rufner?
Yes.
Crop?
Yes.
Axiotis?
Yes.
Pass 4-0.
And on ordinance 2026-32. It's an emergency ordinance authorizing the mayor of the village of Newton Falls to enter into a contract with Kathleen A. King as part-time clerk of council and city clerk.
I'll make the motion.
Second.
Axiotis, Crop.
Please, Mr. Axiotis.
There's other comments made about what we're proposing to pay Ms. King. I will say that we've been paying Ms. King this amount as city manager on a contractor basis. This new ordinance is having her basically fill in for Mike at the same wage that we were paying her currently, but also, and maybe I'm speaking out of myself here, but we have Mr. Schaefer starting on the 6th. My belief is that she's going to be assisting him and basically kind of handing the torch off. You know, we're not just hard cutting away and telling you, hey, figure it out. We're literally trying to do a smooth transition. She still will be doing city manager duties in a sense. This is why the pay is what it is. We are also actively pursuing getting a city clerk, full-time clerk of council, city clerk, which has been advertised, and we're trying to fill that role. Obviously, I don't believe we're going to be paying that wage for that position, but in this situation, it's just a transition of power thing. That's why the wage is what it is. And I can't say enough about Kathy. She's done a fantastic job helping us out. And without her, I don't know where we'd be. And we're trying to right the ship in a lot of ways of things that have been done horribly. And, you know, we've had 3 different city managers in the last, well, since I've been on council, 2.5 years now. We're trying to do this right. And you might not agree with the money, but I wholeheartedly do. And like I said, I'm trying to have a clean transition of power here and trying to do it right. So, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Stemper,
Yes.
Rufner,
Yes.
Axiotis,
Yes.
Crop.
Yes.
Pass 4-0. This requires another reading.
Reading. Second reading of ordinance 2026-32. This is an emergency ordinance authorizing the mayor of the village of Newton Falls to enter into a contract with Kathleen A. King as part-time clerk of council, city clerk.
So moved.
Crop and Stemper. Mr. Axiotis,
Yes.
Mr. Rufner,
Yes.
Mr. Crop, Ms.
Yes.
Stemper.
Yes.
Pass 4-0.
We have ordinance 2026-33. It's an ordinance authorizing the Village of Newton Falls to enter into agreements with NextGen Electric LLC for new security, fire alarms, and cameras for the municipal building, City Hall, and City Park.
So moved.
I'll second.
Crop, Rufner,
Please, Mr. Axiotis.
I know it's at City Hall and the park. Are we going to be reviewing the stuff those videos on the regular? I mean, we've had a lot of problems, obviously, at the park.
Yeah, and this system also will hold them in the cloud, so we'll hold them longer too, instead of running,
Every 24
over
hours,
and over.
wiping every 24 hours.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Because
Yeah, and then in that same process, there's a lot of wires and stuff in there that we'll be able to take down. There's some telephone poles by the parking lot we're going to take down. We'd like to clean all that up and get that all taken care of.
Okay. Thank you.
Mr. Axiotis,
Yes.
Mr. Crop,
Yes.
Mr. Rufner,
Yes.
Ms. Stemper.
Yes.
Pass 4-0.
And now we have ordinance 2026-34. This is an ordinance adopting a public nuisance regulation for the Village of Newton Falls, Ohio.
So moved.
I'll second.
Crop, Rufner,
Mayor, for me.
Please.
This is some house cleaning ultimately that gives our zoning this far as the regulations are concerned, something that's been needed and necessary. Our zoning code is lacking ultimately, so this is just a way, the first thing to address ultimately in a list of things I think that will ultimately need to be addressed, but just cleaner language gives enforcement, gives our law department, our zoning department, and even our police department capabilities to enforce and just more teeth ultimately to make sure that the village is cleaned and we don't have junk vehicles, junk cars, nuisance things all over the place. From a pride and a beautification standpoint, I think it's long overdue. That's all I have, Mayor. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
May I?
Yeah,
I
please,
just, Gary, it's appropriate for me to abstain due to conflict on this?
No, it's got nothing to do with,
Contracts.
there's no conflict. This is about making laws to prohibit nuisances.
Okay,
Okay, so there's no.
just putting it on the record, clarifying. Thank you.
Mr. Axiotis?
Please, Mr. Axiotis.
Sorry, I was asking for. One of the things I just wanted to touch on, I spent many years on planning and zoning before I was up here as a city councilman, and I think this item here is much needed in terms of giving us some enforceability in a lot of things. You know, there's been many debates over time, especially on P&Z, about what needed done or what could be done or what we can't do, only because some of the existing rules in place were just lacking. And so inevitably you would end up with sometimes neighbors who weren't held accountable. And I think this really helps kind of put this forward and clean things up a little bit, and hopefully to help beautify, you know, the city going forward. So.
Mr. Axiotis?
Yes.
Mr. Rufner?
Yes.
Ms. Stimpert?
Yes.
Mr. Crop?
Yes.
Pass 4-0.
Now on to, excuse me, now on to a motion to discuss. This is a motion to discuss the replacement or repair of the tornado siren located on Main Street.
So moved.
I'll second.
Crop, Stimpert?
Can I start this? So we got these estimates to, the Main Street siren is not working right now. To repair that siren with replacement parts, it's over $18,000. To repair that siren with, and to repair the amps, it's $21,000. That's the Wayland siren. But to put a brand new siren in, which would be a federal, they'll all still work together. It's almost $26,000. I just wanted, before I put this legislation on, it makes sense to replace the siren if you guys want to go that route. This is one of 4. It's harder and harder to get the Wayland parts, so in the near future, we're going to have to replace all of them. I didn't know with modern technology if you guys want to replace these sirens or you want to go with 3 and not replace it. Up to you. So just looking for guidance.
Mr. Axiotis?
I know we've turned over control of those to the Trumbull County 911, correct?
Yes.
So do we maintain any control of those then? So they're all just set off by the 911 center or whatever? Because no, it used to be like the police officers
Right,
could do it.
yeah.
Just to follow up to his question, so we retain no control, but we retain all responsibility for maintenance,
there are
upkeep,
sirens, yeah.
and that kind of stuff.
Yes.
Okay. And as far as
I mean, it makes sense to put the new siren up for the cost, but I just wanted to make sure that's the route you guys really wanted to go, is to keep replacing them.
and to the 3 different numbers you threw out, the 18, 21, or 26, which one? 18. Walk me through that again. You said the Wayland.
Wayland is
that's what we currently
is the
have?
18 and the 20. That's what we currently have.
Okay, and then to replace that with more modern technology.
To replace it with a federal siren, which, yes, Wayland is kind of out of business.
Okay,
Parts are harder to find.
That's what I wanted to find
Yeah.
out. Why? Okay, that's what I wanted to know. Okay, thank you, Mr. Mayor. That's all I have.
Thank you, sir.
Just, I'm sorry, I'm thinking for a second, discussion topic. They're not used for anything other than weather at this point then?
Correct.
And do we know, like, have we had a discussion with the Trumbull County 911 Center, like when would they actually set those off?
No. I have not, no.
And then how long does it take to actually activate? So the reason I ask is obviously most of us have cell phones.
Exactly. That's why I kind of wanted to talk about this. If
Yeah,
we're,
it's a
are we
good point.
gonna-
Yeah.
I mean, I
And we still have 3 that will go, that will be active if we don't replace or repair this one. We still have 3 of them that are out there.
yeah, because I mean, I would think these might be faster to be alerted, and I'm just curious how fast, are they monitoring the weather actively? At what point
I mean,
would they
I can
actually
find that
activate
out,
them?
you know?
Like, that's the only thing, and I hate to spend, whatever the number is in front of me here,
18 to 26, somewhere in that.
yeah, $25,000 for something that is going to go off after the tornado's blown through the town. So I hate to say, do we table this, but
Well, it's just a motion to discuss. There's no-
yeah,
it's
okay,
just
yeah, well,
Just to discuss, kind of get an idea. Mr. Mayor, if I, or Julie.
Please,
No, Julie.
please, Julie.
So, right now, we're talking about replacing one and the rest of them failing. So if we chose not to move forward with considering replacing this one, then eventually we'd have no sirens in town. Yes, modern technology, but I'm thinking people coming in from other areas or children that may not have that on their phone, or elderly. I know a gentleman who came to my home multiple times because the sirens weren't working. I didn't pay much attention because it does go off on my phone, but some of our elderly population, which we are very heavily,
yeah.
you know what I mean, like they may not have that access. So
I wish I just knew more
I feel
about
like-
us turning it over to 911. Are
Yeah.
they actively engaged? Like, and that's the thing I don't understand, right?
We
Because,
expect it to be used. And
like, we used to have spotters, right? And they would be at City Hall and they'd be looking, and I remember in '85, they set it off. They saw the tornado, right? And you couldn't get a better alert system. But if we're ceded control to the 911 center, how active are they, and how am I spending money for nothing? And if anything, maybe we should talk about changing that control again. I mean, I wouldn't be against it, but I'm just wondering, I don't want to spend money to actually not do anything with it. I agree with what you just said. I'm concerned that would they go off when needed in an appropriate amount of time?
Right. Is that something you can
Yeah.
come back to us?
Yeah.
with?
And follow up with another question as well.
Please.
The 3 that we currently have that are currently functional, do we know the range that they cover? Are we losing coverage with the 4th to where someone's going to be omitted or people aren't going to hear? You know what I mean?
Right.
What kind of range, what kind of radius are we getting as far as volume is concerned?
Well, I think the one that's broke's in my ward, actually.
It's on Main Street, yeah.
Okay.
And I still hear them on Saturday at noon, so I can say that I can still
Okay.
hear them from my house,
That was one
knowing
question.
the horns broke.
Right.
So
And just to throw this out there from a coverage perspective, to Julie's point, I don't think there's anything wrong with having both types of services to make sure that you have overlap, so we don't rely overly heavy on one or the other.
Right.
And I don't know what that looks like from a emergency system on our phones or an app or anything like that. I don't know exactly. I get notifications from weather apps that I have on mine, but what if we do both, if that makes sense?
It
And-
does. That's what I just wanted to make sure that if that's the direction you're going or not. But I can find out
But I think
more
Brian's point's
information.
good too, as far as finding out if the control aspect, why did we ever seek control, and if we can get that control back.
I think it's because
If it
they got
benefit-
rid of. I think because they got rid of the police department.
Okay.
So that's why I'm kind of bringing it up. And I'll add to this too, not trying to pile on the 911 center, but I've got many alerts on my phone about severe weather where I've never heard the sirens. So I just wonder if they're even working. I mean, I guess they tested it, and I think they said they've.
Yeah, they did.
I think it wasn't working.
There was an issue for a while with it.
Yeah,
with it.
so I think it's working now, but, I
How
just
long do we go
can't
back?
tell you the last time I've actually heard them ever go off for the weather.
Yeah.
I can hear a 12 o'clock test on Saturday, but that's it, so.
Okay, I'll get some more information.
Thanks, Kevin.
Well, I guess it's just discussion,
No
so.
action, yeah, no action.
For public comments, yeah.
Time for public comments.
All right. Public comments?
I'm going to come up here and speak my piece, then I'm on with maybe all these people on you guys. So Well, Mr. Axios, I'm pretty sure he spent all day making those replies. Yes, the judge did rule. Thank you for bringing it up, because I'll be filing my objection to the magistrate's decision in the morning. Because, Mr. Mayor, can you answer one question for me? Are we a chartered community?
Do not answer any questions, Mr. Mayor.
He can't answer whether we're a chartered community, yes or
Doesn't
no.
have to answer any questions, Ms. Lemon.
Why?
Ms. Lemon, just finish your statement, whatever
All
it
right.
is. You've got
When you
3 minutes.
I'll resume my time when you know how to shut your mouth.
Mr. Mayor.
Point of order,
please.
Julie.
No, he can't talk. Point of order yourselves. You guys are sitting up here talking about tornado sirens, forgetting that an EF5 tornado rolled through here and decimated half the town in 1985. And you guys are worried about paying someone $114,000 for a part-time job and questioning whether or not you should get the tornado sirens fixed. Your priorities are so daggum screwed up, it's unfathomable. I went to a township meeting today. That was a well-run meeting. People were actually listened to for their concerns. I was here when these agreements were made. They should not be questioning whether the city's going to follow its own policy, its own agreement, be held by their own word. Because what's going to happen if you guys don't honor your word in those agreements, and if you need to look it up, write it down. June 22nd, 2022, special meeting. Happy reading. You guys are not going to do this to the people. We are a charter community. We are a chartered community. And yes, you guys are bound to uphold the charter, which you never do. So I really don't care if he wants to sit there and say Lemon versus the city was finished. I don't care. I'm filing an objection because that magistrate ruled on a state non-municipal charter rule. And we're a municipal charter. Have fun trying to talk your way out of that, Mr. Van Brockland. You know what I've noticed? And I'm going to make this comment and I'm going to sit down and unleash this beast behind me on you. I have put similarities since this man has been here. And I'm going to tell you what we're going through now, resolutions saying that it's a resolution and it's actually saying a contract that, permission to enter into a contract, that has to be by ordinance. Read the charter, which I know you guys never do. But I'm going to say this. It's really, really similar, his way of running legally our government, as what Youngstown was when Jim Traffickett and everybody else was getting in trouble with back in the 90s. Don't believe me? Compare it.
Thank you, Ms. Julie.
Hi, I'm Gary Newbrow, the Trumbull County Sanitary Engineer. I have a little handout. Is that okay to present something to you?
Please.
Sir.
Thank you, Gary.
Thank you.
This is what you sent me, Gary?
It's a relevant document.
Yeah, I think you sent it out to me.
All right, there's an issue with the Scott Street Phase 2 Sanitary Sewer Improvements Project. It was recently completed by the village out in Newton Township. And the understanding was that the village was going to go ahead and build the main line, then the county was going to come in later and connect the houses for those that qualified. So the county allocated, $900,000 to get these people connected into your sewer that's out in the township. The sanitary engineers, we went through hundreds of hours along with the planning commission to go out and inspect every one of these houses, figure out what's the proper way to get them connected and that sort of thing. And it came to today on the commissioner's agenda, we were supposed to award the contracts that are described in this document here, in this construction bid results and recommendation. And it was going to be the first batch, and we were planning on connecting 34 houses. And anyway, that was tabled at today's agenda, and we are under pretty much an urgent time restraint to get these houses connected, get the funds spent, get the yards restored, and be able to release that retainage before the end of the year. Now, this is just the first batch. It's my understanding there's 88 connections total, but this pretty much just put the brakes on the whole process from an email that we received from Attorney Van Brocklin last week. My assistant sanitary engineer, Bill McCoskey, he inquired to the village as to what your tap-in fee was, and we got a response from that, but Attorney Van Brocklin's email said that, yes, it's $560, plus they're going to have to sign an agreement to annex into the city. So that's where it has caused some trepidation with the county, and that's why we didn't pass it at the commissioner's agenda today. So it's not so much that the county is opposed to anybody annexing or anything like that. I mean, that's not our call. It's sanitary engineers. It's that there is no way the schedule is going to work if there is an annexation requirement. By the time you go through the annexation proceedings, that sort of thing, the deadline to spend this money is December 31st. There's just no way this is going to work. So right now, the county, we're in limbo. We're not sure whether to proceed or not until this issue of annexation has been resolved. The second thing I gave you was a list of the properties that are benefited by that project. And as you can see on there, 7 houses, from my understanding, have already connected. These are the connection dates. I got this information from the Trumbull County Board of Health. So we've already had 7 people who didn't qualify for the financial assistance through the county who have connected, who have not annexed into the village. The third document I gave you was an ordinance passed by the village regarding the rates for your Newton Falls sewer customers. And on it you have a city rate and a township rate. And this was passed back in June of 2022. And it was to accommodate this project. This was discussed between the village and the county. If this thing does get built, the county connects you to it, are the people going to be able to afford to become your customers, because the outside rate previously was much higher than what was what's currently in this ordinance. And if you look at that last line, section 2, any ordinances or resolutions of the Village of Newton Falls in conflict herewith are hereby repealed, and any and all ordinances and resolutions consistent herewith ratified and confirmed. I'm wondering if this resolution is in conflict with the requirement to annex, and if so, that section 2, does that mean that that requirement to annex is hereby repealed? So those are my questions on that. So the county, what we are requesting is that we get some sort of communication from the village to let us know whether or not you are requiring this annexation in order for us to proceed with the project. So I'm not asking you to take action tonight. If you can't, I'm not even sure how your charter reads, if you would be able to or anything, but the county is in limbo and we need to move forward with this project. But the requirement for annexation, it is not, if that's a requirement, we're going to have to cancel the connections. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Newbrow.
Good evening, Peter Augusta, Newton Township trustee. I did speak to you all last week about the understanding when we negotiated all this that there would be no annexation. The rates would reflect the city rates for outside customers, then the county was going to take care of the tie-ins. The question comes on documentation about no annexation. It was discussed in many meetings, council members present. It was discussed in public forum. It was told to the residents of the township with council present that there was no annexation. Because the city was hosting the meetings, we do not have any minutes for the meetings. The city took care of all that. So if you're basing your decision off of this thing that it's black and white, you don't have it in writing, what about integrity that we were told this, whether it was your city manager, you guys were paying the city manager, somebody's got to be responsible, that we were told this and told the residents that, and now we're to the point where $900,000 is a lot of money, and these people are not going to be able to afford to pay their connections. Some of them are $20,000. It was just not, it was not part of the deal. So the county will not tie them in if there's an annex or stipulation in there. And that money's going to go somewhere else. It's going to go to court, more than likely. And if we win, who's going to pay? Where did the $900,000 go? I don't know if you don't believe me that this negotiation didn't take place. And the other thing would be that if you're going to annex these people into the city, you're going to take their $900,000 away. You're going to take the property tax. Now they have to pay income tax, and now they got to pay for their tie-ins. It just don't make any sense to me why. We worked as a community to get this done, and now these talks started, I don't mean to get gibbery here, but these talks started in December of 2020. And never ever since 2020 were we told we had to annex. It wasn't until June 23rd when Mr. Van Brockman sent the letter to the county. And as Mr. Newbrow mentioned, first one was the annexation, second one was the cost or the rates. So why would City Council hold a meeting and change the outside rate for the township so it's affordable for them when they had to annex? There would be no township rate. So, that right there tells you that the council knew that there was no annexation. And Julie, I believe you voted on that, so you're familiar with it. Does that kind of stuff matter? I mean, I don't know. This is a tough pill to swallow for myself, fellow trustees, and the township residents. Please consider, what you're doing. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Augusta.
Does this work, or should I just talk really loud?
You're going to have to speak up a little bit.
Okay. Is this loud enough? I'm Julie Green, Trumbull County Planning Commission Director. I've been working on the Scott Street Sanitary Sewer Project since the early 2000s. Kathy knows this. I'm here just to provide some background information and also to, thank Julie Stimpert for speaking with me yesterday. We did request a special meeting so that we could provide you with a lot more detailed information. What Mr. Augusta stated is true. I was in those meetings with your city manager where we discussed all of these things. In fact, the Newton Falls administration pursued the county to participate in order to finish or to initiate once more the Scott Street Phase 2 section of this unsorted area of concern. And so it actually started in the early 2000s when we attempted to apply for CDBG funds to offset the debt burden, because a lot of these homeowners are very low income and senior citizens. And so when we did that, the state of Ohio stated that because the user rates were so high, it did not qualify for that. And at that time, Newton Falls decided to not entertain a reduction of the rates for that Phase 2. We did complete Phase 1, which I believe is just south of your village limits in the early 2000s also, and I'm not certain of the number of connections that included. We started the Phase 2 project again probably 10 years ago, and it became, sort of like an annual thing, asking, what we're going to do, how we're going to solve this problem. And so we did an income survey with many of the township residents and some city officials, and we did one in 2016 and again in 2021 to try to qualify for grant funds. And it did not qualify, but it was very close. It was probably like 48%, which is a high percentage of the population to be low income. And so when we discovered the availability or possibility of receiving principal forgiveness, it was, that was investigated, and it was found that it would be more likely for Newton Falls to receive that principal forgiveness, and that's how the city or village, I'm sorry, I know it's one or the other.
We're both.
Yeah, okay. You used to be a city, now you're a village according to the population, but maybe not legally. That's not, I'm sorry, I get off on a tangent. But I'm a geographer, that's why. And so dealing with, all the grant requirements and all of those things, we worked closely with the village to try and figure out a plan. And so Gary Newbrow's office had already completed the drawings, the engineering drawings for Phase 2, but they needed to be updated. And so at that time, Newton Falls entered into an agreement with Newton Township for Newton Township to provide the money to pay to update those drawings, and then those were used to submit the water pollution control loan nomination. And I think that was in 2022. I don't quote me on that. And so it's my understanding that principal forgiveness was received for the entire construction cost of the mainline sewer, which is unheard of, and that was a big win for Newton Falls. And so at that time, we started getting a lot of inquiries and really trying to get the county to participate on the connections. And we had a lot of visits from your previous administrators requesting the $900,000 for the connections. That was passed by the commissioners in 2023. And that was, after the negotiations had already taken place regarding how the rates would be structured. And I believe Pete mentioned the 2022 ordinance that was passed regarding that. So there's 112 households that are benefiting from this project. And in addition to all of that work, which if I tallied my staff time and my time and the combined health district's time and the sanitary engineer's time on this project, and I'm sure Newton Falls also, it would be well over 1,000 man hours in the last 5 years, which is significant. And so I just wanted to share that, just to shed some light on the amount of time and effort. In addition to that, our office helped the county commissioners understand how to obligate funds under ARPA. So if anybody's familiar with ARPA funding, it had to be obligated by the end of the year. And so I drafted an MOU that covered this project and 18 others for the county to ensure that we had the legal documentation to obligate those ARPA funds and make sure that they were available for when it came time to bid these out. Because at that time, I believe the mainline sewer was just being wrapped up, and the sanitary engineer's office had this project on their list to go out and do the technical inspections and prepare the specifications to bid it out. So, and that was to save money for the household connections, to be able to help more people connect to the sanitary sewer. And so I just wanted to share that with everybody, and I know I've already requested a special meeting. I know our commissioners are very interested in having a special meeting to discuss this with everybody very soon. As Gary stated, it is very time sensitive, and so we would ask for a projected timeline as soon as possible. And since I'm here and I listened to your agenda items, I do have a question. I didn't hear, because it is kind of hard to hear back there. Did 17-2026 pass? That was the hazard mitigation, or did you table that?
Tabled it.
Postponed.
It was postponed. Okay. So the reason I'm asking is our office also is the floodplain administrator for Trumbull County, and we work closely with John Hickey. Actually, the Emergency Management Agency of Trumbull County is the entity that led the hazard mitigation plan. You had mentioned the county engineer's office. They were a participant, but it is John Hickey. And if you have any questions about that, you can reach out to him. He's always available to answer questions. And some of the benefits for passing the hazard mitigation plan are to ensure that if you have a disaster in Newton Falls, which you have had in the last 40 plus years, that is a requirement to have this plan in place in order for you to receive federal money. So if you do not adopt it, then that would, I believe, preclude you from receiving federal dollars. And it also helps your residents who might be located in a floodplain or a floodway who are required to maintain flood insurance. The insurance rates collectively are brought down with all of these plans in place and ensuring that we maintain and enforce our Trumbull County floodplain regulations. So I did want to mention that as well. And I thank you for your time.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Ms. Julie. Yes, please.
One thing I want to mention, since we're trying to educate you guys on how this all happened. The first city manager I worked with, he got fired. So the second city manager I went to and said, are we going to proceed with this? That city manager said that the city's not willing to spend any money on it. So we're only in if we don't have to pay anything. So that's when we got involved, and we paid the $35,000 to upgrade the plans so that they could submit for the EPA money, which, by the way, was a joint application. We scored more points because it was two communities. Not one, it was two. There, on top of that $30,000, we also paid for the application fee, which was $15,000. So we're out $50,000 on this, which we certainly wouldn't have gave you to annex us in. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Gusty. Anyone else?
I'll try and talk loud because it's pretty quiet back there, so if I sound like I'm yelling, I just want everybody to be able to hear me. My name is Blaze Tishko. I own Vinny's. Contrary to popular belief, I did name the restaurant after myself. And we're reopening as a Italian steakhouse on July 15th. We are investing a lot into the infrastructure. We have to put 3 brand new HVAC units on the roof on the south side, and remodeling the main banquet room, which has been super fun. The hope is to also add events of comedians, live music. We'll be building a stage in the main banquet room. They can double as, kind of for the weddings too. And then hopefully looking into trying to acquire a D6 license so that we can do karaoke brunches, Neil Diamond brunches. There's all kinds of different brunches that you can do. We can do them on Saturdays now, but we need to look into see if it's even available for us. So I'm keeping it brief and light. I'm going to yell, obviously, I guess. Hopefully, we will
Mr.
see you
Fishko,
soon.
when is the reopening going to be?
July 15th.
July 15th?
Yes, so it's 2 weeks from today. We will try and open up, if you are interested in coming, I suggest you do make a reservation. It will be the idea here is to do something that's probably not been done in Newton Falls ever, or maybe not in a while. It will be a little bit more of an upscale feel for sure, and the hope is to kind of make it more of a destination restaurant versus like a 3-day-a-week restaurant, I suppose. Something that you do for a first date or anniversary or your 50th wedding anniversary or something along those lines. Something that will bring people to kind of a reason for them to meet in Newton Falls, I suppose, and at our spot obviously too. So we got some things brewing, and I got some good advice to come up here and chat and hang out with you guys. So that's all I have to say, and thanks for listening, and hopefully I'll see you there. And
Thanks.
also, Will has caused me to try to
All right, we have anybody else? We need a motion to recess into executive session. I guess we've already done that.
Motion to adjourn? No, closing
Closing
remarks.
remarks, yes. It's been a very informative meeting here today, and I would like to thank all the people from the county and the township that have come out this evening and had a little piece to say. And I'm looking forward to the city working forward here to get some resolution to see what we can do. So with that, I'll pass it on to Mr. Axiotis, sir.
I don't have anything.
Mr. Crop.
No remarks, sir.
Ms. Julie.
Anything?
Mr. Roofer.
Just real quick, I just want to go ahead and make mention that with the recent weather, the elevated temperatures and whatnot, it is a holiday weekend. Be safe, be careful. Make sure you check in on your neighbors just as well. If there are knuckleheads out there like me, they're out cutting grass in the middle of the heat, but make sure that they got the water, make sure at least somebody's keeping an eye on them. It's a small town community. We need to do the small town community thing. So, thank you.
Mr. Mayor, if I may, actually.
Please.
Go USA. USA plays World Cup tonight. I don't know if anybody else here even cares, but I will be watching. So go USA. That's all I have, Mayor. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. All right.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Crop, Stemper, Rubner,
Yes.
Axiotis,
Yes.
Crop,
Yes.
Stemper.
Yes.
Pass 4-0.
8:02.
8:02 p.m.
Not bad for everything we got done.
Take your time. You're excited. Don't dilly-dally now. You just make it out of here. Don't be out of the park.
I'm ready to go. I got to go. Don't talk.